This is Daily Gains. Welcome back.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Dave. It's time to get it in. Let's get going. James 3:14. But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast and be false to the truth.
I can't believe that somebody would boast out of jealousy. That's a lie, obviously. I do. And that's how that hits me right now. I used the word jealous with you earlier today when we were talking.
That was my first thought. That was my first thought when I read. I was like, not going to talk about that, but yeah,
I'll talk about that. I don't think that jealousy was one that was, take it away from you or a jealousy.
I think that is
donkey.
Well, so that is the reality of jealousy. It is not. Your jealousy doesn't take away from someone else. You're hurting yourself. Like you really are. And that is one of the beautiful things about seeing, even when God is saying He's jealous after Israel because Israel is having this love affair with the world. God is hurting, and He's trying to make it clear that, this is hurting me. This is hurting the relationship I want to have with you. And often we're jealous of what others have and seek to manipulate and control and get it, when the reality is we're created for relationship with individuals, not the things that we're often jealous of. Rarely is it the relationship. Often it's something that appears as power. And we know the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and we don't need to be jealous of that relationship. We need to, if anything, embrace it more, hold it more tightly, celebrate it, and boast about that.
I think what jealousy oftentimes is blocking, running interference for, is a feeling of inferiority. And that's where the boasting comes out. I don't want to throw this person under the bus. When I was younger, in conversations with someone who was very close to me, I would listen to this person talk to other individuals, mutual friends, about the technology that this person had acquired. And they'd pull out their technology and they'd share their technology. And whenever there was any other technology that arose, this person would poo-poo all other technology that they themselves didn't already have. And it was really obvious to me, watching this interaction, that this was being done out of a place of insecurity. Both the boasting and the cutting down of the other technologies was a way of solidifying a veneer of identity and of value to this person specifically, because just reading between the lines, didn't feel it otherwise. They felt like they were lacking it, and they felt like they needed this sort of facade put up around them so that they could feel secure in themselves in the midst of these other people. And I could poo-poo that myself, the fact that they were dealing with that, but the fact is, I do it with my own things to this day. And these memories go back 20 plus years that I'm talking about. That boasting, I don't generally think of boasting and jealousy in the same sentence. So I'm confronted by that here to recognize there is something deeper going on. And when you said it's about the relationship, that's what really tied it together for me. Because if I'm secure in a relationship with God, if I'm secure in a relationship with you, I don't have to go around cutting people down or boasting to them about how tight you and I are. I just get to enjoy knowing how tight we actually are. And I don't feel jealous when your sister comes around, and I know how tight you and she are, or your mom comes around. I don't have to, try to drive a wedge in there so that I feel connected, because we have the relationship already, and I'm secure there. And so the challenge for me in this is to let my perspective be reoriented as I listen to the boasting that comes out of other people's mouths, especially my kids, because this is where I see it the most, and hear that through the filter of an insecurity and belonging and acceptance, and then be able to respond to it out of that heart of God. Because I think as I do that, this is what I found. As I respond to those things in my kids, God heals something that is broken in my heart. Oftentimes, that's one of the primary things that he uses to show me who he is. And that twofer is deeply precious to me because I really love my kids. And the more I realize the depth of my love for them, the more I'm overwhelmed with the depth of love that God has for me. The more I can sit in his embrace. As weird as that may sound to someone who didn't grow up in church, it's okay. I'll own it. He's a good father. Deeply, deeply loves his children. He's not put off by our stinky feet and our dirty hands and our smelly breath and our uncombed hair and our jiggly fat hanging out and our BO. He delights in us in a way that defies my ability to even plumb the depths of. The deeper I go, the safer I become. And that's what I want for you. Speaking to you, Dave. Speaking to our kids, our brides, and to you weirdos who are eavesdropping on this conversation. Glad you guys are here. I'll talk to you soon.
Ba-da-da-da-da.